Hi everyone, it's Tammy, and today is our third card, or our third project, using the Carousel birthday found in the Occasions catalog on page 9 of, for the Stampin' Up! Occasions catalog. This is good through May 31st, and I think on my last card or project that I made, I think I said March 31st. I was totally wrong. It's May 31st. And this is a really cute stamp set. It's very versatile. It has the Cupcakes and Carousels Designer Series stack that goes along with it, the Cupcakes and Carousels Embellishment Pack, and then it also does coordinate using the clouds and the cupcake dies similar to this with the Up and Away Thinlits, which is right here. So I'm going to be using the Thinlits today, and I'm also going to be using this carousel to make a card similar to this one right here. I didn't notice that until just now, but isn't that a really darling card? And I wanted to do something similar to that. So again, you can find this in the Occasions catalog on page 9, and it is a really cute set. So I have already cut a piece of the Calypso Coral. I love this color. You can tell by my fingernails. And I'm just scoring this to make an A2 size card. It was an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper that I cut in half at 5.5 on the long side and scored it at 4.25. So when it's folded, it is 4.25 by 5.5. And that's the standard A2 size greeting card. And for this card, I also cut out a piece of this Designer Series paper, and I just had this in my stash of scraps. Whenever I use one of these, I always put my scraps on top so I can use those first. And I just happened to have this square, which went right along with this. I'm not sure how big this is. Let me tell you. This is 3.5 by 5.25. So that fits right on here and leaves me a little bit of room, which is fine because I'm going to take a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I'm actually going to stamp this carousel. So I'm going to pull this carousel out, remove the backing because this is the first time I've used it, and the block that I have is just shy of being big enough for all of this, but I think I could make it work. And let's see, hopefully one of these scraps is big enough to make it work too. It looks like this one will barely be big enough. So with my Archival Basic Gray ink, I am going to stamp this carousel. Right on here. Perfect. I'm just cleaning it off with my Stampin' Scrub. Now, as you can see, I didn't get that very straight. And I could have done a better job with that. I didn't even think about it because I was in my head thinking I'm going to cut this out, but I'm not. I think I'm finished with the gray. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to straighten this out a little bit according to how this is. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball this and make it a little bit longer because I might want to put a string down here. And I'm just going with my gut, trying to eyeball it with my how I think it should be. And then I'm just going to line up the edges and try to get this straighter. Without cutting off very much, just very, very little. And then I need to do the top as well. That's better. And then what I'm gonna do, this is gonna go here, but I want these cupcakes to be punched out. And I'm trying to figure out which colors I want to use. And I'm kind of thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm thinking I want to do Calypso Coral. And then I want the base to be maybe Delightful Dijon. Or you know what? Let's see if I have a cute base in here. Ooh, that's kind of a good idea. Oh, I have another idea. Okay, I'm going to do something else. So then the bases could be this color. Okay, so I need to get out my cupcake topper and the base. And I need to get out my Big Shot. I can move that to the side. And there's 6 cupcakes. And I can only do one at a time with this. So I'm going to put this at the very top. And I'm just going to put my little cupcake down here at the bottom. So there's one, I know. Then I'm going to put this here, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these little cupcake toppers that's already on the paper, and I'm going to cut that out and use that for my little cupcake. And I think I can do 6 different colors. I'm just going to be very careful to put this on top, and then I'm going to go through 1, 2, 1, 2, and then there's my little cloud cupcake. So there's one of those, and then here's this one, and then let's do this yellow one. And I go forward and backward. I'm just going to repeat this 4 more times. That's 3. And then 4. And then 5. And just one more. So let's see here. That should be 6. I'll just double check because that would be my luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I can still use these as scraps, so I will keep that because I didn't use very much of it at all. And as you guys know, I like to put this away as I do it because if I don't, I'm afraid I'll lose something. So I'll move that down. I'm going to take my... I need to put these on magnets still. Oops. He popped off. Get back in there. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the cupcake bottom down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then I'm going to take a pop dot to the topper part. Oops. Goodness gracious, there we go. This glue does dry fairly quickly, so I'm trying to hurry a little bit. One more and it doesn't want to come up. There it goes. And then I'm going to take my dimensionals. Oops, I dropped something. And I'm going to cut them very small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, I'm just going to stick them right down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I don't think the end came off of that. 6, okay. So now that I have those stuck, I can go ahead and take the paper off of them. It's actually easier with the pokey thing. I say that, now I'm struggling with both. So now that I have all of that off, I can just go ahead and put these guys down on top, covering up the cupcake lid on the bottom, on the that's stamped on. I might be missing one of these. Oh lordy. Oh no. I had 6 of them a minute ago. Where did it go? I know you guys saw them. Blue, brown, orange. No, I think it's the orange one that I'm missing. The Calypso Coral one. Did it get stuck to... Well, I'm just going to have to cut another one out, I suppose. Dagnabbit. I'll find it sometime and I'll be like, oh, there's the topper. Now that I no longer need it. Looking on the floor, seeing if I can find it. Oh well. To the big shot. Let's do another Calypso Coral one. No big deal. I have one sitting right there, ready and willing to be cut. Oh, I just moved it. There we go. There we go. Putting this away. Putting this away. Again, again, again. We are putting this away. Keeping an eye on the Calypso Coral. There we go. Now, I wanted to use something from this packet, embellishment packet, on each of my projects this time. So I'm going to use this beautiful Calypso Coral ribbon. I don't know if I gave myself enough room, but we shall see. We are going to just take some regular old Scotch tape. I'm taping this ribbon well, that's barely enough. Let's see if I can make that work, and then I'll have a bigger piece to tie a knot with. Nah, I'd better just do it this way. I'm a dingbat. So I'm just going to put this at the bottom of this Ferris wheel. Something like that. And then I'm going to take this. I'm going to try to tie this in a knot. I didn't give myself very much room. And by room, I mean ribbon. Oh, but I gave myself just enough, I guess. Pull that tight. trim these edges. I was a little nervous about that. I wasn't sure if I had enough. But nervous, I don't know why I would be, because I could just cut some more. But I'm so not like that. I don't like to do that unless I have to. That's where my frugalness comes in, even though it borderlines on a little bit of ridiculousness, because really, I can use more ribbon. It would be okay. But I'm just silly like that. So now I'm going to take my snail adhesive and I'm going to put this down. I'm just going to make sure I have it opening the right way. I'm putting this down over here on this side. And then I'm going to put this down like this, I think. And I'm going to use dimensionals on this one. So I will use a total of, I think, 5 dimensionals, 1 in each corner and 1 in the center. And I don't mind putting a little bit of it on the ribbon so that it gives it a little more security. Grr. And I will put this over here like that. And then I'm going to use one of my sentiments. I will use the one that says, "I love when your birthday comes around." And I will do that in the basic gray. And then I think I'm going to take a piece of Whisper White if I have any scratch paper. Here's a little scratch paper. And here's a bigger piece. I'll use that, I suppose. Let's do 4 by 5 1/4, or by whatever this is. Looks like it's gonna be 5, so I'll do 3 3/4 just to make it the same on each side. And let's see how this card looks. So it says, "I love when your birthday comes around," and that's really cute. I like the carousel. And I think I'm going to add a sequin to the carousel to right here. I'm challenging myself to use more embellishments in these. That's the reason I wanted to use at least one embellishment for each of these projects. I want a gold one for sure. I'll use my little pick to move it to where I want it. There we go. There we go. I think that looks really cute. Yay, if I say so myself, I like this one. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope that you have a great day, and feel free to case any and everything that I've done. I know that people have asked before if they can. Absolutely. I wouldn't put it online if I didn't want you guys to use it. And trust me, we get ideas from each other. I appreciate you just as much as you appreciate me. So please, use it, use it. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful, blessed day. Bye-bye.